We're going to focus now more on our feet, heel, toe, and all their possible shifts. We're going to go through some basic steps but also variations and just exercises to be able to activate our feet and make it more clear and clean in your movement. So we start simple, and then again we're going to develop at different forms and connect it also with different basic steps. Each variation we're going to do 1/8. We're going to do it right and left side, or first and second side. So we start simply just to understand the bait shift and where we do over the heel or where we do it on the toes. We do first 8 to warm up. Simple shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I lift my toes to be able to shift on the other side, and I shift the weight on the heels. So there is a moment when I'm staying on the heels and land toes on the other diagonal. So I do it from first side to the second side, in my case from right side to the left side. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Simple shift. Make sure you bounce and you take it easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So second one is a groovy step. We're going to add a step on top of it. So step goes together with the shift. Just double check. It goes together. So you lift your second leg on the heel, and the first leg, the leg that you want to step, you lift it up completely. So there is a little moment, and just double check with yourself if you understand it clear. There is a little moment because you need to shift your toe and you need to step, and it goes at the same time. So it has one in one count, and then you just land with your feet, with your toe on the floor, and you relax. So it has 1, and other side 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't forget to bounce, and just remember that it has a feeling of covering. So when I step over, I somehow cover with the lifting leg, the leg that goes through the heel. Just to understand the flow of this step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to develop it more. So we're going to loop one leg. So we start with the first leg, and instead of one step, we're going to do 2 steps. And instead of just shifting over the heel, we're going to do heel, toe, heel. So we're going to shift over the heel, we're going to shift over the toe, and we're going to shift over the heel. So together, it goes simultaneously, and we do 1 and 2. So every time your leg is on the heel, you lift, so you have 1, and then there is an off beat, and 2. And the other side is the same, 1 and 2. 1 and 2, 1 and 2. This is how it looks. Just practice. If you've never been doing this step before, just take your time a little bit to understand what goes and what's the order of the steps. So in this case, I also keep bouncing, and the leg that is stepping, I try to keep it in the middle because second leg goes away, and then I bring it back to the center. So the leg that is stepping, it's in the center. The leg that is heel toeing goes away from the center, and then I bring it back. And we do 1/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there is also another way of doing it with shifting and with moving from side to side, and we're going to also do it. It's also a very nice practice to activate our feet. So you do the same, but you loop it for 4 counts, and you move it every time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So what's going on? You keep doing this second leg, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, 4 times. In the first leg, you just do 4 steps, and you always try to step next to your second leg. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And on 4 we arrive and we chill. So in this case, the system is the same. You just stay next to the leg that is heel toe. And I also make it soft. I bounce and I find a nice flow in it. You can also practice it if it goes not nicely, or in general if you want to develop it more. You can practice it in space, moving to different directions. So then it makes a good practice, but also a complicated way of it. But for now, we just do from side to side. So we do 4 times, 2, 3, and right. 1, 2, 3, and right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next one, we're going to put pas de bourree in the end. Maybe it's a little bit easier, but we introduce right now basic step pas de bourree. So what's going on? I do first one, second one, and then a third one. Together with the shift, I do pas de bourree. Pas de bourree. So we have 3 times over the heel. 1, 2, 3. On third one is going to be together with pas de bourree. So it's a step, shift, step, shift, pas de bourree. This moment of pas de bourree goes together with the heel. So this is a nice detail. Try not to miss it, so then your movement will become a little bit more cleaner. So we do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And when we arrive, instead of just staying 4, we're going to continue heel toe. 4 and 1. And then we start over again with another leg. So after pas de bourree, you put it open like normally you do, but after that you do the shift over the toe, and on the shift over the heel you already connect your legs, and then start a new 8 or a new part. So what's going on? We have 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And you do it on the other side. There is no break in this variation. Make sure you do it on each half of the count. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So this transition of 4 and I land with my feet quite good. Also not trying to make it too wide, so it's more closer here, and then I shift and then I connect. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. And next and the last variation is we're gonna add a little bit more ways of doing it with pas de bourree. So we're gonna put a toe, and this variation I came up myself, so it was also a result of digging and exploring different ways of it, and then I remembered, and now it became my personal kind of foundation. So we do the same one. So instead of doing just one line, what's going on? You do straight away to the pas de bourree. 1. But so normally you would do 1 and 2 with pas de bourree, the feet. In our case, you just start 1, and after that you add a point with your shoes, and then you step again, start over again, and pas de bourree. So we're gonna do it with open leg. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So one more time to understand it. So you step, you shift the heel, the way I explained in the previous variation. You step, you shift, and you go already cross, as you would do the pas de bourree. But in this case, we don't do pas de bourree, we just stay here, we shift the weight on our back leg to be able to point with the front, and you step again, you shift, and you finish with pas de bourree. Again, this step doesn't have any stops and pauses. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Yeah, this step is all about details and small things, so make sure you're doing it right. 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1. 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7 and 8 and 1.